Hey guys, I actually made a little mistake. We were actually supposed to start in half an hour, but I mixed it up, with the timing, with the time difference and all that. So, well, yeah, in any case, we're gonna start in like half an hour max. And yeah, meanwhile, I'm here anyway, so might as well make something of it. So if you guys have any questions or I don't know, thoughts or whatever, just hit me up in the chat. Hello guys, welcome to King of Sahara. Today, Group 3. With me is of course Jatin. Um,
Hey guys.
yep. So today we're gonna cast Lat 3 versus Lat 4. This is actually a game for the entry, I think, into the Super 16. Um, yeah, so the winner of this matchup will be the first qualifier for the Super 16 in Group 3. So that's that. Also, let's talk about what happened previously. The previous matchup was between Lat 1 and GAD, a pretty tough matchup which was anticipated by everybody. I think everybody wanted to see that match. And yeah, it was a 2-1, so obviously a pretty close game. Lat 1 did close it out in the end, so that means that they are the first entry into the Super 16 for Group 5. GAD is going to
hmm
the lower bracket where they are going to fight with PLA 2, for the second entry into the Super 16. So yeah, we'll also watch out for that. I think that's it in terms of introduction and information and all that. Let's check out the polls. So the polls are here. Lat 3 versus Lat 4. It's actually a 50-50. There weren't that many votes, like 10-ish, but it's fine. It still
Well,
shows
we
us. Uh,
we posted the poll half an hour before,
yeah,
so it's our fault.
it was a bit of a hassle. So yeah, but I kind of agree with this poll. Why? Because first of all, I think both teams are pretty decent players, intermediate and intermediate plus, I think. And secondly, I don't really know them that well, so 50-50 is fine for me. I take it.
Oh yeah,
So
for
yeah,
sure. And guys, remember you can vote on the polls on the Facebook page. We put the polls every time there's a new matchup for the tournament. Make sure you like the page and you're following it so that you don't miss out on polling.
and actually awesome memes there as well. I've been enjoying them for real, so check them out as well, guys. Who doesn't love memes? I think everybody does. It's the 21st century, so yeah. I think we are ready. Are we not?
Oh yeah, I'm ready here.
Yeah. Okay. Because I am as well, which means that we can start. So I'll do the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, guys, we are live. So yeah, actually, on this side, I want to know which lat is this. Lat 3, yeah. Lat 3. Thor is Romans. Blast is French. I think pretty nice nations, pretty aggressive nations, so nothing wrong with
hmm
that. On the other side, Koreans for Oso, and Kai Pompilio has America. I think, yeah, for Lat 4, the nations are a bit less good as,
hmm
Lat 3, especially because of that Koreans. Americans is fine, but even still, yeah. Um, but we know that actually the nations don't make or break the match, so it still is a
Oh, they
question.
sometimes they do if the teams are very evenly matched. But I think except Koreans, I would be happy with every other nation in this matchup.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, even Koreans have some nice features, but not like in the grand scheme, maybe as some of the other nations.
I feel if they're allowed to boom, then they're super strong. But they're against French, so I don't think they will be allowed to boom. But on the same side, you see, Blast is a boomer player. That's what I've noticed, and also is a super boomer. We have seen some of the highest commerce researches being done by Oso throughout the tournament. So I feel it will be interesting to see both of these boomers in front of each other.
Well, yeah, alright. It will be interesting. I mean, being Koreans, you can pretty much protect yourself against any raids because those towers are so cheap. And I mean, for example, you could tower first, secure that. You could tower anything you want, really. So
Oh,
that's
that's for sure. Yep.
so yeah, that's like one of the good stuff about Koreans, and obviously they're so defensive. So booming is actually a viable option because you have that defensive um, advantage being Koreans.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, so far nothing
Oh yeah,
special.
I completely agree with that.
Hmm.
I see for the rares, it looks like the lat 3 team have got okay shares in Thor's territory. There's Pappy. Oh, there is Salt and Diamond behind. Man, both of these are pretty impressive rares. And then they've got Horse. So combined with their aggressive nations, Salt, which provides 15% cheaper barracks units, Diamond, which increases your commerce gap and gives you wealth, and Horses, which makes your stable units cheaper. These are amazing rares. Also, if you look at the Blast's corner, then there's Relics. These are very, very powerful rares. Um,
Basically,
combine combine all of that with Papyrus. I think these guys have got amazing rares. Like if this is one of those times when you can't make enough merchants because there are just so many good rares.
oh yeah, you have to really pick and choose and go for the rares that will benefit your playstyle. Like basically, Lad Team 3, they have rares for any occasion. They have super aggressive rares. Diamonds is both aggressive and economic, I feel like. Salt is purely aggressive. Papi is, purely boomish. So they have a mix of all of them. They can get horses, so they have relics. They can be fast economically and in terms of technology, and they can actually mount a lot of pressure. So yeah, if you look at the counterweight to that for Lat 4, what do they have? They have Furs, that's aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
Bison is nice, but still doesn't weigh as much as I think some of the other rares on the other side. They have Silk, library rares always welcome. Silver, Dye, that's two more library rares.
Oh, it's just a die. Oh yeah, so they've got actually every other library rare
Oh yeah,
except Pappy.
oh
These
yeah,
guys have
and
it.
First as well. Yeah, so actually, having library rares, it's quite huge as well. So man, it's tough, man. It depends on how they play it. It depends on how they
Mm-hmm.
play it.
Oh, for sure. I feel these guys will have a great boom game as long as the opponent allows them to boom. Uh, do you see? Also has such a nice economy. He has better economy than Blast right now. I like that.
Oh yeah, plus 100. I like that. Nothing yellow, so the commerce gap is being used as effective as possible. Also for Blast, actually a bit sad. He's scouting here. He hasn't scouted that relics yet. He hasn't scouted horses, and I think he's not gonna scout it for a while. So they're missing out on some rares.
Oh yeah, that small patch he left
Yeah,
there.
I don't think he will. He won't go
Ever
back
scouted.
there. Yeah.
Probably you will ever scout it. That's right.
Um.
And I like how Blast, Blast has missed two ruins in the corner. Like there are two ruins and they're exactly in the same place where he has not
Oh,
scouted.
and
This is
actually,
so sad.
Blue is now gonna pick up one. It's a huge deal because, oh man, Blue could have picked this ruin as well. That would, well, actually, Kaio picked it up.
Blue,
So
well, Blue. Oh, wait, what? Kaio?
Kaio
Which
scout
ruin are you
here.
talking about?
Look at my screen. Kaio picked the ruin up here with that scout.
Okay, okay.
This one,
I'm talking about the right corner. Yeah. He will pick that up. That's right.
this one is gone as well. So, in this case, not only are you not gaining something, you're also giving it to the enemy. So it's kind of a double fail, you can say. Well, it's bad.
Yes, that is.
You want to avoid
Oh,
that for sure. Thor is
I,
already
I,
milled
I
too,
like.
man.
Oh yeah, Thor is already mill too. There comes a stable. I like what Oso is doing here. He's going mill too. He's got a stable. He's even got a senator. He is in a much better condition than Blast. Actually, Blast is he just got his mill. This is not going good for him.
And for Kaio, the tower coming up in Washington, I think it's necessary because as you see here, the horse archer is coming in. I think yeah, that tower is gonna get completed. It doesn't cover silver though, so I don't know if Thor knows about silver. He doesn't. But yeah, that's a nice
Oh no,
tower.
he does not. That is a
Uh,
nice tower, and you see that I also do not like this tower because this leaves everybody on the backside of
Oh
the
yeah, what the
woodcutter
hell? Look
camp
at that.
very
That's
exposed.
it's like a jackpot for this horse archer. It's
Yeah,
like
it's a
heaven.
checkpoint.
All he.
Oh man,
Oh man, this is so good for him.
nice
Oh no,
move.
micro,
Come
bro.
on, man. Come on, Thor.
Thor.
This was like my dream. This
Like,
was a dream come true.
guys, if you see your horse archer in this position, forget booming, forget building farms. Just micro that horse archer. Focus on that, because you're gonna do much more damage than you will be able to do good for
That
yourself by building farms.
that is right.
But nice by Thor, he's mounting pressure, dude, using Romans. You know, he has that extra gold, he has diamonds, so he can really make a lot of heavy knights. And I feel like those light cavalries that he makes, well, are a bit useless, but it's fine. He's gonna. I,
As long as he takes down
yeah,
a rare resource, it doesn't
yeah.
matter how he's going to take it down.
Just the problem is that it's lost potential. I feel like, because if that was a heavy horse, it would have killed this already, and it could have been already, rotating
Moving
somewhere
to something
else.
else.
Yeah, well, these are pretty much just flies. For raiding, they're like little
Oh yeah.
flies.
And I'm liking what Ozo is doing on this side. You see, he has got he is trying to push Blast, and I think if Oso can deny him, then deny Blast this woodcutter camp, that would be amazing. Blast right now is in no condition to retaliate. He is trying his best to just boom, but
Oh
well,
yeah.
not so good. On Oso's side, what I don't like is first, uh, also knows there is a ruin next to first. Why is he not picking that up yet? It's so annoying, man.
Oh yeah, and if I was Blast, I would get on that ASAP.
Oh,
It.
Blast doesn't know about it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He doesn't. If I was
So I
also.
feel I feel that's very bad. Also just built his library. But that is late for a library because if
Yeah.
you check out Blast already has 14 knowledge income coming.
Oh yeah, I agree with you. It's too low. Yeah, and Blast has plus 40. And Blast is using all these fantastic rares. Oh yeah, nice bribe here by. Also, that was nice.
Yeah, I can't even believe that got bribed, man.
Yeah.
That was not
Oh, look at
expected.
look at that cataphract there in the middle of Blast's territory. It's actually gonna disrupt him a bit. But anyway, back to the rares. Papyrus, spice, salt, diamonds for Blast. Those are really nice rares. But also actually is using silver first, cotton, copper. Well, I'd rate them like a tier lower, but still very solid, especially that silver and furs. And the
Ooh.
economies are pretty similar overall, but Kaio is still on that despot, I guess. Nah, he's getting his senator now. His republic government. So his commerce cap is gonna increase, but still a bit slow of him, I feel like. While the others are already at 130 economy, he's still at 100.
Yeah, Kaio is the one with the lowest economy, and worst part, he still does not have a library.
Yeah.
He is very late for that. I feel Thor is eventually going to kill Kaio. The only thing that can save Kaio right now is Americans because Americans, as everybody knows, are just great.
Man, lads, Team 3, I really like how they are playing. Look at that. Blast is already science level 3 and he's aging. Skipping mill 2. It's a weird move, but actually I don't mind it. It can have a place certainly, if you do it calculated. And
Mm-hmm.
Thor, his library is he has a he has a complete level 2 library. So library and technology wise, they're doing much greater than Lat Team 4. As you see, Kaio seems to be the guy that's behind a lot so far, economy wise and knowledge wise, and in terms of his library researches. Also is doing fine, but he neglected knowledge as well. But I guess he's trying to make up for it with sheer numbers now.
Mm-hmm.
That army is actually enough to for example, kill Dion here.
Yeah,
So,
he can take that city. No, no kidding.
but for that, I guess he needed some kind of surprise thing, you know. But he
Yeah,
wasted
I
that.
feel I feel if he doubles somebody, I hope that he knows that Blast is Senator, and this is a weakness of Senator, that when you know that your opponent is Senator, now you can do all kind of funny things like going to the other opponent, harassing him, and getting attrition for yourself so that you don't get attacked easily. So that's why I feel in team game, Senator is tricky. If you are going Senator, it's your responsibility to keep your opponent always busy, else your ally can get harassed.
Oh yeah. Man, I hate to say this, but I feel like this game is already over for Lat 4. I'm just gonna be bold with my predictions, because this is what I
Ooh,
feel, to be honest. Because that gold and knowledge, I feel like Lat Team 4 just neglected their knowledge too heavily to even come back to this game anymore.
well,
Even though
yeah,
even though the
you are
score
right.
says otherwise, I think the gap is bigger than it might seem on first sight. But yeah, we'll see how this plays
That's
out.
right. And I'm looking at both the lat three players. They both look like they'll be in gunpowder age
Yeah,
within
that's
2 or 3 minutes.
it. By the way, funny side, Kaya was raiding with a light horse on this wood here, and those three villagers just butchered that light horse with their fists.
Really? Not even militia?
Nah, not even militia, but I guess maybe
Oh
it
man.
was low HP already. I didn't see, but
It's
still.
possible, but light horse is the worst raiding unit.
Mhm.
The only good thing you can do is if you want to use light horse to raid. In that case, you want to have numbers and you want to be ready to run away if the opponent activates
Oh
militia.
yeah, for sure. By the way,
I see a lot of heavy infantry from Oso. I hope he gets to use them before it's too late because the way I see Blast, he will be aging very soon.
so yeah, this is a classic situation. But damn, nice move by Bloss. He's building a castle on that city that is exposed for him. That city of Dijon. He's getting a
Hmm.
university. He's getting a temple. Very nice for defense, and he's gonna make this city big. Why is this important? Is because I wanted to say that Osso's chance is running out. I mean, he needs to kill in age 3. He needs to age and finish Blast right now, because Blast still feels safe. He still hasn't made a lot of army, and he's actually committing to some raids. So maybe also can kill him with sheer numbers, but then he really needs to be fast. And sieging that tower, I don't know. I would have loved. You know what? I would have loved if he just went to Lorient right now with his sieges instead of
Yes,
going.
Lorien. So he doesn't know about. Oh no, he does know about the castle. So knowing about the castle is just too much work to go through that castle. Yeah, it'll be much better to go the other way
Um,
and take
he
Lorient, as you said.
he actually still doesn't know about the castle. Blast tried to kill those two sieges, and he just lost two heavy knights. Nice raids by Blast as well in the back there. And
Oh yeah.
oh, this is big, man. This move by Thor, however small it is, this city is exposed and he can raid it very nicely. Look at that. Also, he's forced to garrison. He's losing all his income right now. So yeah,
Oh,
Kaio
yeah,
needs
and
to
that's a
react.
good idea. That is a very good idea, and it teaches you to not be too defensive because Kaio here is being too defensive, and that gave Thor the
Yep.
confidence to run away to harass Oso on the other side.
Oh yeah. And I mean, as you see, look at what this one horse did. It forced all this, and it forced also to actually lose his focus. And now also it's like, should I come here
Oh,
or
that's
while?
precious time
Yeah,
that
that's
he's
that
losing.
precious
Yes.
time, man. He should be aware that time is his most precious resource right now. And yeah, you see how one small thing can actually affect the game quite largely. And Thor is gonna lose this small squad, but I mean, those were only a couple units, and I think
Yeah,
all in all
I
that
feel
was
they were
fine.
dispensable units.
Yeah, that.
On this side. Kaio nowhere near aging. Um, Oso could be aging, but also you see how Oso is reducing that city. That is the worst way to reduce a city or anything because uh his siege are just out there in front of,
Oh, look at this.
and there's no scout. So good luck with that.
Um, Blast used spies to bribe his both to bribe those traps. So also he just failed, man. First of all, yeah, he let Blast reach a gunpowder age, which I think we both kind of agreed on, even without saying that
Mm-hmm.
that this is something that also should have prevented. He should have killed before that happened. Um, Funny thing is, actually, you were right about these players being boomers. They are basically both on plus 200 eco. And funny thing as well is that Oso's knowledge has actually normalized. It's actually a bit higher than for Blast. So maybe not everything is over, but yeah, we'll have to see about that.
Oh yeah. And now Blast being in gunpowder age, now he can utilize French to their full potential. I love French because the healing, of course, and I guess yeah, their seeds are also cheaper,
Hmm.
so that just makes it for a very good civilization overall.
And
And their of course their heavy cavalries are amazing.
he only just made a siege factory right now, which tells me that in terms of game play or game plan, he actually never really wanted to attack. And we saw that he
Yeah,
was
it
he
looks
was
like he thought of it on the spur of the moment
yeah,
just now.
he was fine just defending and making his position strong, and he did that well because his position is strong right now. He shouldn't forget about his knowledge, though. I feel like, okay, I see. Okay, he started making some scholars again. That's fine. And potentially, I think in Enlightenment Age he should be able to go for it, because look at this. Also, this wasn't necessary. Also, just increased his disadvantage by going for an extra com 3, which will delay
Ooh.
his gunpowder age even more, and which also will delay his enlightenment age even more. So I think that Blast still is gonna be the first to age to enlightenment. Well, it's gonna be close, actually. I'm
Well,
not sure.
yeah,
I'm not sure at this point.
it looks like it, and
Yeah, he should be.
I do not support where Oso has built his woodcutter camp. Do you see that woodcutter camp? This is a super unsafe place. Could be raided anytime.
This one on
Of
this
course, will be in
capital.
the yeah in front of his city. I mean the
Oh yeah,
frontline city.
yeah, yeah, for sure, dude.
That metal mine and that woodcutter camp is highly questionable.
Yeah. Well, did he have other options? Let's see. Well, this one in the back is one tower here, but it's a pretty big one. That's +6, and this is only +4. But
Four.
of
Yeah,
course
so he
he,
could have got
he
this +4. Or even that +3 in Seoul, that would be good too because
dude.
that is within the city's reach. He could put a single woodcutter, a timber mill, a lumber mill for the whole city. Right now, the way I see Blast's army, that is a big army.
Oh yeah, there's some fakes there, but I mean, you.
Oh, oh man, look at Thor. Look at what Thor's doing.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. Suddenly he's there with 2 cannons, which is enough to reduce a city quite pretty big, pretty fast. I mean. And the problem is he has been gunpowder age for a while now, so he has a lot of gunpowder, man, while Kaio is only just aging. He has those archers, so the army is in favor of Thor for sure. That city is going down, and it kind of looks like a GG, I guess.
That's it. That's right. Because I don't see how Oso is going to kill his side. While his eco is awesome, he is still far away from doing serious damage to Blast.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, um, it, right now he needs to either kill or save Kaio. I don't even think there's any point in saving Kaio right now because he was already dead. It's not like he had an army.
Yeah, if Kaio at least had an army that he could have preserved, then a double would be possible. But right now, you either fight here or you fight there, but you're still gonna lose on one of the sides.
Oh yeah, and also still doesn't have a scout. Come on, man, he lost two sieges to a scout. How could he not have a scout still?
Again?
Yeah, I think he's building one, but he did not have one.
The, okay. And yeah, economy-wise, store is doing great actually. 200 eco, 180 gold and knowledge. He has the
Oh
best
yeah,
knowledge income actually.
oh yeah. Thor is going to be Enlightenment Age, so this one is
Yeah,
over.
very soon. And he actually has 700 gold in the bank, so he could easily even increase his knowledge income up to like plus 220 at least, I think. He still
Oh yeah,
has
for sure.
7 spots left in, the universities. But yeah, I mean, Romans, as you see, that gold is powerful indeed. Well, look at that. Kaio, being Americans, he used his power, he built a forbidden city, which I really respect.
Oh, that's nice.
In,
That's nice.
in the
I was
corner
not
there.
expecting that.
That's
So
beautiful.
I still have a question for Kaio. What is up with your library? Why do you have civic instead of commerce? That I mean, civic instead of science. That is bad.
Yeah, especially during war times, your civic research is really not your priority at all. You either wanna age or you wanna get that military. And now his his production units are just spread out across the map. I don't know why he would build that barracks here. I mean, it's gonna become useless very fast. And yeah, he has
Mm-hmm.
trouble building up an army. Of course, I can't blame him. He just took a very big loss. Meanwhile, here there are some fights going on, and I feel like Blotz is gonna take this one simply because of his unit composition. A lot of spearmen for Osso, but I mean, they are a bit useless in Gunpowder Age against those Gunpowder men. Um, Spies being used,
Oh
which
yeah,
is nice.
for sure. And so many. I mean, Blast got so many spies. Also, you would expect also to get a explorer or multiple scouts, but none of those
Yeah,
things.
and also he has one here, which is good, but problem is the non-upgraded ones, they don't kill spies automatically, I think. You have to really manually...
Oh no, they do kill the spies, but
Oh,
it's just that they have a lower line of sight.
oh
So
yeah.
they have to be very close to the spy in order to see it and kill it.
Yep, I think when you upgrade it, it actually doubles almost. It actually becomes viable, because
Mm-hmm.
the non-upgraded scouts, they are, to be honest, they are not really meant to be used against spies.
Oh no,
That's
for
not
sure
their
no.
expertise.
And also doing something that also is known for. Look at his library. He's got Commerce 4.
Yeah, he like at this point, like last time we saw the matchup between we saw a matchup between Lat 3, no Lat 4 with someone else, I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Also did the same, but actually that those times it worked out. But right now I'm gonna tell you for sure this is a mistake. Like there's no debating anymore. A Com 4 in his current situation is yeah,
It's
he's
not
not
doing him
called
any
for.
good.
Yeah. And look at this army, man. By Thor, his enlightenment, this is gonna get upgraded. But it's just a great army, I love it. A lot
Yep.
of heavy knights, a decent amount of musketeers, and also fusiliers. Actually, a decent amount. It's almost a perfect army
Oh yeah.
composition.
And it looks like, I mean, come on, Blast is spying, like bribing units continuously. Why isn't also paying attention to that?
Yeah.
This hurts.
Also, he's just hanging on for dear life. He's repairing that city. Of course, losing resources in the process of that. But I mean, by this point, he just wants to survive. But yeah, his capital is under attack, and Cairo is in no position to help anybody. he's dead pretty
Oh
much.
no, no, yeah, Kaio is barely surviving. He's using his militia to kill that siege, so it tells you that he is in no condition.
And by now Blast is also aging, so yeah, this is the final nail in the coffin for Lad 4. The GGs are coming in slowly. We see like
Oh
the
yeah.
after spasms of a Rise of Nations game when it's already all over, but the players are still playing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's for honor now. Die for your country and all that.
Oh yeah. So the French have taken over Korea, and Romans have killed the Americans before Americans came into existence.
Yeah, in
I don't
this,
think Romans and Americans ever existed together.
no, that's not a thing. Well, it would be funny maybe in a alternative universe or something
Mm-hmm.
can happen. Let's check the stats economy. Thor actually is the one that came out on top. I don't know why. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Both Blast and Thor have great economies.
Mm-hmm. And
Military.
look at rune bonus, highest
Oh,
rune bonus for Kaio, but he still had a very bad start.
that's
I
actually
expected better.
yeah. He was slow, man, and remember he had fucking 100 commerce cap, while a lot of other players they were at plus 130 already for like couple minutes at least. So he could have done better, I feel like. But yeah,
Yep, he could have.
Thor 100 kills, 17 units lost. That's burp. He's actually yeah, he's the MVP for Lat 4. Also did a fine job, but it wasn't enough. Blast out boomed him, and actually the game, the biggest mistake here for Lat 4 was they forgot about knowledge and they got left behind. Actually, you remember I kind of called it
Mm-hmm.
way before, but yeah, it's just a thing to remember and learn from. So yeah, guys, we will switch to the second game right away. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, oh wait, just a second. Just give me 2 minutes.
Yeah. Hey there, Ian. I like using the light horse to draw away the Fenrir. Oh yeah, but that's like yeah, maybe like a heavy knight is a bit too expensive, so you just make a light instead and you just yeah distract him. I get that. Yeah, Serge. I know that, bro. Man, it's hard, bro. It's hard to stay motivated for gym sometimes, but we're getting there. Sup, Ruben, Viet Fam, what up? My biceps are already big, dude. What you saying? Alright, guys, here we are. Map number 2 of this best of 3. So let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, Lad Team 3, I think here, Thor and Blast.
Mm-hmm.
They just won the first game, so I guess they can be a bit relaxed now, and especially I see the nations Germans and Nubians. It's pretty decent, dude. I like it a
Oh
lot.
yeah. Oh, I think they're top class nations, man.
For
Both of
sure,
these.
man. And especially for Blast, a lot will depend on the rares in his vicinity. So far, he doesn't have a lot of luck. He has Obsidian, but what he also has is diamonds here. Papi, that's cool.
Happy.
By the way, do you think it's worth it if he has that info on diamonds? It would be cool, I think, if he built his city here. So eventually, diamonds would actually be inside his territory. Do you think
No,
that's worth
but
it?
it's not worth. It's not worth because he won't have any woodcutter camp.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's just bare bones here. Well,
Hmm.
the thing is, the only place for wood for him is on his left side here. In front of him,
Yeah,
there's
he
not
has
much
to build
either.
there.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any option in this map.
So yeah, it's gonna be important to see how his scouting, if his scouting will give him all the information needed to make that decision. It seems like he's gonna build here. So if he does that, oh man, he's good. What the hell? Look at his city. It's like right between those.
Yeah, that's
I'm
a
surprised, man.
good city position.
how does he?
That is a good
How
city
does he
position.
know that he needs to build there, man? Well, of course you have like these small little hints, but still,
Yeah,
yeah.
I wish he knew about the wood because what if that the wood on the right turns out to be just a +2?
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? This might be the only, like, this might be it, what you see here. But yeah,
Hmm.
let's look at Lat Team 4. Dutch and Iroquois, I wouldn't complain at all, dude. I wouldn't complain at all.
Oh no, no. I think
Oh,
all the four nations in this map are fantastic.
dude, for Kaio, this is big, man. Maybe he finally will redeem himself, being Dutch and having sugar from the start. That's just
Yeah.
amazing. All these villagers alone, with a 10% discount, you already are preserving a lot of food, man.
Hmm.
For also being Iroquois and having furs, that's a nice combo, dude. That's a nice nation and rare combo. Oh man,
Yep, I completely agree with that. Iroquois and this is going to be an interesting battle to watch, especially because this time we have the same players against each other, and possibly a time for Oso to show what he's got now again, and time for Kaio to to take revenge on Thor.
yeah, yeah, he should be able to. Also, fun thing is, Blast and also the immediate enemies of each other. They build parallel to each other, which I find so amusing.
Hmm.
While
Oh yeah, nobody built towards the other opponent. That's funny.
Thor,
But
Thor
I
and
like both
Kaio
of their
did.
ideas
Yeah, they both
because you
secured
see.
the things that are valuable in their vicinity. For also that Woodline is pretty decent, and that first
Hmm.
is important. So he secured that with his second city. For Blast, for him actually he didn't really have a choice. He needed that wood here, so he built sideways as well. So yeah, nothing wrong with it. Just cool to see.
That's right. I like two woodcutter camps for both Blast and also, and for also the metal is even better. He's got three metal mines in the city. If he builds his third city towards his front, then he secures this second city easily.
Wait, come again? I was a bit distracted in my mind.
I like the second city of also. He has got the perfect like all three mountains,
Oh yeah,
two big woodcutter camps.
yeah, and he's actually decently covered. Like, I feel like even a small forest here is actually kind of some extra cover because by placing one tower here, for example, you cut off this entrance from this side
Hmm.
and you secure this. Uh, yeah, while Blast is a bit more exposed, but nothing too game changing. So the players have
And
age now.
Kaio, Kaio is even going for a raid. I like that.
Quite an aggressive rare. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's nice that he's actually active this time. I heard a villager die. That's nice. He should start raiding this. Man, Thor building his barracks in the back here at Berlin is too much. It wasn't
Oh yeah, this
necessary.
could be one of those mistakes that he's going to
And
regret in late game.
in fact, he should have built a stable. Like one light horse would kill this archer. Would kill those light infantry slingers.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, but so far Kaio is doing a great job, and actually this was a mistake, man. So it's actually gonna take him a long time now to get his units in place to defend this. Kaio seems to be using a scout as well. Beautiful.
Yeah, that's nice. I mean, Kaio wants to know what's happening here. That is a good idea. That's
Look at
always a good
this.
idea.
Kaio is a professional. He has the stables now. He's making a cataphract. So, oh, I feel like he's in a position where he can mount so much pressure against Thor that he just will
Yeah,
have
he won't
trouble.
ever come back.
Yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
won't ever come back from this.
Especially if he makes a lot of those cataphracts right now, because they can kill the archers, the defending units by Thor. They can raid villagers. They can do so much. While yeah, of course, an archer can do damage, but it's not as much as a horse can.
Yeah, but still, archers are annoying. So
Oh
as long
yeah,
as he wants to annoy somebody, they're
especially
great.
if you place them like this behind the woodcutter's camp, then your archer is basically safe.
Mm-hmm.
Oof, this was gonna be close, but now the second unit came in and he has to run. Run, man, run. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Look at that one slinger, that slinger at 2 HP on his last breath.
Wait,
He
he's
wants to
still
take down that
alive?
farm.
Why did Thor not finish him? I thought this guy was dead.
I don't know, but
Look at
that's a
that.
veteran, man. That's a veteran who refuses to give
Man,
up.
this game is pretty realistic. Like he's throwing stones at the farm, and yeah, indeed, the farm is like losing only 2 hit points at a time. I mean, that's pretty realistic as well. He's
Yeah.
just throwing stones at this camel. The camel don't care. Camel be
I
like,
don't even think
whatever,
I don't even
dude.
think throwing stones on a farm should destroy the farm, because
It's
you,
extra.
you see,
If you
it's just more stones. That probably there are already some stones in the farm.
probably there are. Yeah, makes sense.
And horrible micro by Thor. Look, he just lost slingers and archers near Berlin for
Yeah,
nothing.
oh man, look at that. Indeed, those cataphracts, so glorious, so powerful, so majestic. And actually, this
Man,
one
that
light
that
horse
slinger is still
can do
doing
damage.
something. Oh, nice. That slinger is the
Oh,
man of the match today.
this should become a meme as well, dude. I don't know. This is the legendary. Dude, this is a legend. This guy don't give a F. He just lives life, man. YOLO. You only live once.
Yeah, I'll probably
No,
take a screenshot of
no,
this when I
no.
revisit this
So
game.
dramatic. Look at
It
that.
should be a meme.
He
Definitely.
was
Sure.
falling like, I don't know, like a hero. Anyway, what's happening here? I guess also wanted to try a raid, but he's gonna get intercepted. Well, this second unit has more success here. A bit that micro should be better because he lost a lot of HP and that wasn't really necessary. Economy wise, he's doing fine, man. Well, 120, 110, 15. Also, he's doing fine
He,
in terms of his wood
yeah.
and food, but obviously, being Nubians, you will have a bit of an advantage in terms of knowledge and wealth.
Mm-hmm.
He has plus 50 knowledge, not, and he doesn't even have any scholars. But then again, I feel like he could have been doing better. Being Nubians, usually you should be able to get a higher gold income than 50, but maybe he's just unlucky with the rares.
Oh yeah. And still, and on this side, Kaio is a completely different man. It's like it's not the same player anymore.
Yeah, I mean he was kind of sleeping last time. He was just doing nothing. I guess he learned his lesson because I see he's aging now. He has a pretty decent raiding party, which will probably kill that cotton, will probably kill this unit, so that is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Thor is losing it. He has a donkey standing here doing nothing. With donkey, I mean merchant. And another donkey is going to die here.
And why isn't Kaio raiding that cotton? He's just ignoring that. And you're right. What is that donkey doing there?
Donkey. And Thor actually tried to get a cheeky raid on Jams, but that failed. So far it seems like Kaio is really dominating over Thor. We see that in the score as well. Man, this is weird by Kaio. Nah, Kaio should have raided Cotton, dude. Why? How do you not check that? Two juicy merchants waiting them for him, waiting to be eaten,
Mm-hmm.
but he's not doing anything about it. Let's focus on the other side, purple and red. Let's assess the situation. I feel like both players are doing fine, but Oso's eco is booming up quite nicely. He's gonna be close to the plus 200 soon. He just needs to boost his food, and well, this third city is important for him to get his food income up, but it might get cancelled. I don't know why. Blast. I would have still checked it out. Maybe kill that villager just in
Yeah.
time. That would cost also a lot of time. So
And now you see Oso is actually doing pretty well on his eco. In fact, better than Blast, except knowledge. And wealth, of course.
but still, I think the numbers lie sometimes because Blast, obviously his eco is worse in terms of food, wood and metal. But look at this, he went for science level 3, he is going for the age, he's going for calm
Mhm.
2, and he still has 200, like 300 knowledge in the bank, so so in the end he has an advantage in terms of progression with his researches, and sometimes you can, just by having that technology advantage, you can suddenly turn things around, either by aging before your opponent and killing him in that time, or you can start spamming granaries, lumber mills, and suddenly your eco can actually boost ahead,
Mm-hmm.
and you can suddenly overtake your opponent like that. So
What do you think about this third city position?
by also,
And because he, yeah, no, by Thor, because he wanted to control that woodcutter's camp.
oof, I mean, look, sometimes you should know that. Uh, Thing is, Kaio has gems, yeah. Kaio city is big as well, so you know that the border push for Kaio overall is gonna be much more powerful than for yourself, being Germans,
Mm-hmm.
not having gems, and being only H2. So yeah, I mean he's getting a temple that's obviously smart, but this woodcutter's camp is gonna be exposed no matter what at this point. No, even if the city becomes big, or even do what you want, get a
Yeah,
tower there, it's still gonna be exposed in some way or another. So I don't know.
that's right. And he had a great opportunity to get a city behind. He would get this nice woodcutter camp, which would also be safe.
Yeah,
I wonder what was his motivation to stay in front, because I would never leave my woodcutter camp in front. You can imagine Kaio getting his siege and just sieging that woodcutter camp for no reason,
and also
right
like
from his own territory.
you're right. Like a thing is that is also interesting because of the position of this camp. He's forced to build a tower. So he's actually, not only is his camp exposed, he's also kind of forced to spend resources on a tower,
Ye-
while maybe you could have spent it elsewhere if you just rethought your yeah, yeah, decision before,
Yeah.
you know what
So
I mean.
again, yeah, too much resources being spent on things that are not required.
By the way,
Mm,
Caio Pampillo,
uh-huh.
I love his castle here. It's gonna actually start splitting, Berlin there and Napata. So it's gonna split Lat Team 3, I guess, in
Oh
some
yeah, it's
way or
gonna split
another.
them
So
completely.
yeah, And you know,
And you see, Blast is aging right now, while Oso is nowhere near aging. So it tells you the power of Nubians, like the best, one of the best nations for booming. And in all these raids by Kaio, I feel Blast is also the one who's losing because his raids are continuously being raided.
do you think Blast is losing?
I don't think Blast is losing.
Because
No,
because
even though it looks like Oso has got an amazing eco, but Oso is doing the same mistake as last time. He has army, but he's not making use of that.
oh
Meanwhile,
yeah,
Blast
this is
continues to.
exactly the same playstyle it seems, but this time is Iroquois. That's the only difference, and he has a scout because he gets one for
Oh yeah.
free. By the way, I'm actually amazed. I haven't looked into it, but I think Blast has been using diamonds and Pappy from the beginning of the game, basically uncontested. Have you seen also raiding those rares in the corner actually?
I don't even think they know about
They
Pepe.
they they do. He also knows about Pappy. He knows about diamonds.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, he does, but he has never rated it. That
yeah,
is bad.
and he has a plus 200 eco. Talking about also a lot of
Mm-hmm.
units, but he doesn't have the Monarch or a supply wagon, so he's actually fighting an uphill battle right now. His units are getting down pretty quickly. All those archers, perfect counter, and yeah, of course he has to fall back. Meanwhile, Blast, we've spotted a couple of traps actually, so that means he's getting ready for an attack. He's gonna upgrade them
Mm-hmm.
as well, so I guess this will be a Gunpowder Age attack. Kaio seems doing nice, man. This time there's some balance because Story's losing here, while I'd say that Blast is winning here, you know, roughly. But Kaio, this time he's actually, yeah, doing a fine job. Look at his eco plus 200 food. That's beautiful. His eco is better than his counterpart.
Mm-hmm.
His knowledge income as well. So he seems really solid on this side of the map.
Oh yeah, and dude, look at that. This is exactly what I was saying. Uh, Kaio could be sieging that woodcutter camp down for no reason, and just because he can.
Yeah, and actually I think it's you know, a lot of times you say don't siege the stable, siege the city because you want to get the city ASAP. But Woodcutter's camps has, you know, only 1,000 hit points, so you might as well just kill the Woodcutter's camp first and
Mm-hmm.
then kill the city, because you're only gonna lose like if you use two traps maybe like 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it will take
But
you
your
to,
opponent loses a lot of
yeah,
wood income,
but your
and
opponent,
Kaio has the same research order this time. No science, but directly Civic 3.
man.
If Kaio is watching this, please let us know why you do that. Um, I
Well,
see that he does have the fourth city, but
man,
I'm not sure what purpose is that serving, because without without the without the science, he is losing out on the cheaper research, and also the what's that called, literacy upgrade? Yeah, literacy in
yeah.
library.
Oh, this is actually nice by Blast. Is also in a position to retaliate. He is not, man. He doesn't even have a damn, what you call it, supply wagon, so he can't really enter Blast's territory. This is a nice move by Blast, because losing that castle
That was a nice move. That
will,
I think it was completely worth going
yeah,
for
for
that,
sure.
because.
And look at this. Also, he's not doing anything. Like the moment you see this, you're supposed to react. You know, action, reaction. Finally, he
Mhm.
will raid Papi and Diamonds. It's a bit too late though, because Blast already has had a pretty big boost from those rares anyway. But right now, I feel like Kaio is in a position to actually influence his game. He's the one that must kill Thor here. He has a good chance as well to do that. He's
Mhm.
aging, while Thor, you know, he will be there pretty soon. But um, you know, the tricky thing is when you're defending and you're aging. While you're upgrading your units, you actually barely have any unit production if you only have one barrack and one stable.
Mhm.
So it's I'd rather not get caught in a defense or be. I don't want to be forced to defend while I'm aging because that's very tricky. Kayo.
Yeah, that does force you to use your resources for making army instead
Mhm.
of upgrades or aging. Yeah, that is annoying. In fact, that is one of the best time to attack your opponent when you know he is about to age.
By the way, Kayo is doing a great job, man. He, I think he's gonna get this. He's using his heavy cavalry very nicely.
Oh yeah, and look at Oso's army. I do not agree. I don't know why Blast is trying to get that city, but uh, if Oso encounters that, he will probably get it.
Ooh, this is actually a big army by also he can do a lot of damage if he wants to, but he needs to pick his shots very carefully. If I was him, knowing that this is basically the main army by Blast, you know, his monarch is here, so you can assume that this is his army. I would actually
Hmm.
go for Napata, I think, man, because by being there, he will deny a lot of economy. One, secondly,
Hmm.
you might actually get the city, and thirdly, you're abusing the fact that Blast seems to be a bit caught off guard. He's ready to go enlightenment, but he doesn't really have the army to support himself right now. So I would,
Well, yeah, you're right, and also because he had to spend some time killing Kaio's
yeah,
castle. If he had spent that time in reducing Oso's city, then Oso would have been defensive, and that Blast would have more chance, but not right now.
yeah, and also like it's a small detail. Two sieges is fine, but even better is three. And you know what's even better? Four. Of course, that depends on the situation, but if I go for an explosive move, like, you know, I want to get the capital, I want to get it very fast, I still would opt for at least three sieges because that extra speed is really what makes or breaks your attack sometimes. Um,
Oh
Blast,
yeah, for sure.
Blast has a nice army with those gunpowder men, but I
A-
think,
And do you see that Blast? I feel Blast should be targeting the supply wagon.
yeah, I agree. But I think Blast he went for an engagement that he wasn't really ready for because
Mm-hmm.
also
Because that kind of trapping that he was trying to do is great. It's awesome, but as you said, he just did not have the army. So instead of trapping his opponent, he got trapped.
yeah. Meanwhile,
And
Kaio.
look at Oso's eco. Come on, man. Look at Oso's eco. This is amazing.
Whoa, wait. Also was on the back foot in my mind all this time. What the hell happened? How did he build that up so quickly? Wow, that's
Look at what
crazy.
310.
What the hell happened? I don't understand.
Superb.
What the hell, dude? He
I have
also,
no idea what he did, but
oh,
this is amazing, man.
for sure. I hope he's gonna micro. Well, he isn't making any more units. That's a bit of a problem. Well, he is now, but he hasn't been so far. So he's just holding on with the units that he has so far. So he has to actually start caring about them and microing them better. He also should kill the monarch. Just killing that guy here would actually be very good. Both these players are ready for enlightenment. So
Oh yeah, and his siege is not doing anything productive. It's just shooting at random
oh
things.
yeah, I've noticed that. While also was fighting with Blast, I guess he just selected his whole army and clicked on attack. But that's bad because your sieges aren't. He could have had Napata reduced if he just sieged it from the start. So yeah, in this case we do see some little mistakes. Blast
And
is
the other
using this
side,
already.
Kaio is owning as well.
Yeah, wonderful. He's doing very well. He's gonna win this. Yeah, Thor is in no position to do anything, but neither is Blast. I mean, even if Blast pushes back also completely, then still he's basically at zero again, and you know it's basically as if nothing changed. So Blast is still a long way. He has to go a long way before he actually has a significant advantage here.
Oh yeah, I feel this was a good turnaround by the Lat 4 team. I was
Yeah,
not expecting that.
a very welcome one, very needed one. Because yeah, obviously if they lost this, then they're out. Well, almost out completely. They would still have a chance in the lower bracket, but of course you'd rather just get over with and just win. Now Thor has resorted to crude methods. He has militia, but it's not even the upgraded one. Because
Oh no,
obviously,
that he is in
look at
gunpowder.
that.
Yeah,
Look
he
at,
cannot.
they're dropping like flies. Just, yeah, they're just dropping like flies. That's a
And
waste.
I just saw Blast messaging that make more cities. So Blast is thinking that he will be winning over Oso, but if I look at the ecos, well, Blast is in no condition to win over Oso. Oso has got a
Nope.
tremendous eco,
Yep.
and look at his knowledge income.
Also did it. He did it. He really did it this game. Kaio as well, man. This was a complete reversal of the last game.
Yeah, it's like I can't even believe these are the same players.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, lads, there are some interesting types. Blast, he's gonna look for some aggression. Obviously, he needs to do something, but I mean, if I was Blast, I would recognize that it's too late. Look at that army by also. He just built it up out of nothing. He has 2 stables, 2 barracks, which is decent. That's what enabled him to make such an army so quickly. He has a lot of Fusiliers, and those Fusiliers really change the balance of any engagement in Enlightenment, because
Mm-hmm.
most players, they focus on heavy knights, obviously because they are so superb, but that leaves them often exposed in terms of you know they ignore Fusiliers themselves, and then they
Mm-hmm.
lose their heavy knights against Fusiliers. But that was actually their only type of unit that was really dangerous, and losing that results in losing the battle.
Well, yeah, you are right. And again, extra commerce. So it looks like also is Sermon 2.0. The
I
Latin
think
sermon.
I think actually Sermon is also 2.0. It's probably the other way around.
Yeah, the better version of Oso, because I see Oso has got a great command on his eco, but he just lacks a little army control. And if he does that, then he will be among the top players in
Yeah,
Rise of Nations.
I wonder, does he use stances? Because I see his army is on attack always. This is not ideal, because as you see, like, this cavalry unit here, it just ran off to attack that city, and now it's getting killed. I mean, you just lost a heavy knight there for nothing. Um, Blast is
Oh,
fighting
yep.
back, but it's still gonna
I
be
feel so. Yeah,
futile.
this is what I was talking about. Oso has the higher number. Why does he have to run back? It's because he does not have the army control. Because there is no reason why Oso should be running back. Another mistake is Oso still doesn't have monarchy. Oso still does not have his knights upgraded.
Oh yeah, he is lacking a little bit in terms of his army micro, his army management. But Thor is out, man. His last city went out. It's kind of funny that he just refused to build another city. I mean, obviously he could have. I mean, he had enough time to
So
build
yeah,
a second city.
exactly opposite of what Blast told him to do.
Yeah, he was like, build more cities. He's like, I refuse. But like
I'll just die. I would rather die.
that means that with Thor out of this game, Kaio is actually able to fully focus on Blast. It's a 1v2 now, and I mean, it's pretty obvious that this is gonna be a 1-1. Um, and yet still, yeah, I see Blast. He actually went for an extra science level 5. Uh, while maybe I would prefer, well, it doesn't matter really at this moment. He should garrison his wounded units, because really all those units that are almost dead, they're gonna die instantly in any type of engagement. So your army is actually much smaller than you like to believe.
That's right.
Uh-huh. Here is Kaio there in the back. He's gonna take his
And
time.
I still don't know why he's also being so defensive. His army is twice the size of Blast.
He's just enjoying. I think also as a player he lives for the boom. He'd rather boom than fight.
Well, yeah, that's possible.
Okay, Kai is actually reinforcing, or making some reinforcements, which is nice. His army could use some extra size. But yeah, them also is still dominating. Like plus 500 knowledge income, 26 minutes in is pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm.
I like the
That
fact that Bloss recognizes that he needs to at least quickly fight against Kaio, try to defeat him here, and then return to kill also, because you wanna limit your engagements to 1v1s if you're in a 1v2 situation. So
Mm-hmm.
taking
Oh
care
yeah,
of
yeah.
one army very quickly is actually your go-to move in that case.
For
But yeah.
sure, man. And so Osa is also coming to Blast City. That's a good opportunistic thing to do. And
Yeah, it's
well
over.
played by Latford this time. I see the ruin bonuses and the ruin bonuses. So is clearly in favor of Latford. So Dutch, who already have a better start, combined with a more ruin bonus, that is a deadly combination.
And
I
Dutch with
no
sugar
wonder
as well.
no wonder, yeah, oh yes, sugar, no wonder Thor could not survive that.
Yeah,
he
the
was he was behind from the start. Of course he made mistakes, but he was already losing since the beginning.
I mean, yeah,
He needed a big miracle.
you really can't blame him, because I mean, even Red Bull, if he's against you with Dutch and sugar, I mean, I know that I'd probably bet on you. You have to have some luck sometimes as well. Military Kaio is the MVP this time, while I think also was MVP last. No, 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 I forgot Blast. I think Blast was MVP last game.
Hmm.
But yeah, nice game, well played, exciting. Now
Really
we're
nice
gonna
game.
we're gonna go to the third game and actually see who takes it away.
Yep, that's right. So let's get right into it. So the score is 1-1.
Yep. Let's open this stuff up. Let's check the scorecard. Okay. It's 1-1
Just
right
give me
now.
1 minute. Yeah, I'll be back in 1 minute.
Oh yeah, okay. Sup guys, here we are. A game, I guess it's game 3. I always am afraid that you will confuse like game with match or something like that. Anyway, so yeah, the third game in this best of 3. Lat 1, Lat 4, it's 1-1 right now. So this is the final game, yeah, the deciding match. Lat 4 just
Oh, yep.
won the last one. So yeah, yeah, let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, let's check the nations for Lat 3. Blast is Japanese, just a top 3 nation, one of the best.
Mm-hmm.
Chinese for Thor, which is a very average nation, under average even. Let's be honest. But yeah, it balances it out well. Let's see for
Mm-hmm.
Lat 4 though. Also Nubians and Aztecs for
Oh,
Cayo Pompilio.
nice.
Nice nations, man.
And the Nubian player has got Bison. Woohoo!
Ooh, like having bison is kind of like having sugar in a way. Weirdly enough, you know.
Dude, Bison is a hack. So you see, um, also does not even need a second city. 5 farms plus city.
Oof, plus
I guess
70.
he's
That's just so hot to look at that. So early
yeah.
on, it's and already capped out, man. That's so hot. That's so sexy.
I mean, he
I
gets
can't
90. He
even
gets 90 he gets to 90 with this, and then he just needs another food rare, which I don't think
look
he'll
at
be able
this.
to
He
find.
has more food income than the Japanese player. I mean, obviously he will catch up, but still, um, it's pretty cool.
Oh man, yeah, it is. It is. On this side, I like Kayo being Aztecs. So, if you ask about the nations, it is completely in favor of Lat for Nubians and Aztecs. Obviously, become a better pair than
Mhm.
Japanese and China.
Mhm.
The interesting thing is this time we have a switch. Also, is against Thor, and Kayo is against Blast.
So the boom players are not in front of each other anymore. They're crossed. They're across each other. So
Mm-hmm.
that's an interesting
And
change.
yeah, by the way, if we have not mentioned this, I believe both of these teams have already won a game against their competitors, right?
Yeah,
I mean, one best of three. Both of them have won a best of three.
yeah.
So that means whichever team wins this match is going straight into Super 16.
Oh
Just
yeah,
pointing
sure.
out
Yep.
if anybody did not know. So the winner goes into Super 16. This will be their last group stage game. The loser will fight with the winner of the losers bracket. So it's complicated, but yeah, whoever loses this will have one more chance to be in the tournament, and he cannot lose again. Any team that loses twice in the group stage is out of the tournament. Similarly, any team that wins twice best of three wins and goes to Super 16. So
Oh
this is
yeah.
a decider match for winner. Not too much on the line. I wouldn't say it's just if you win, it's good. If you lose, you will have one more chance.
Yeah, yeah, but still a very important match because I'm sure that everybody here, the players here, in the back of their minds, they're like, okay, if we win this, we're in. So yeah, this is it, boys. That must be something like, yeah, what they think. By the way, Kaio, man, he's missing that Papyrus in the corner, and he is even scouting with those archers, but still he's forgetting to check that corner. Also, the position of his barracks is a bit too passive. He could have, at least built it like here. It's a small detail, but whatever. Um, Also, is doing fine. Obviously, plus 90 food, actually plus 100 wood already as well. He just needs one farm and he is set. While the other players, so actually Thor is pretty fast too, man. Look at that, plus 90, plus
Mm-hmm.
100 as well. I guess because you can just instantly create villagers. Maybe he had a nice ruin bonus thing. Blast, fine as well.
Oh
Um,
yeah, and I see that Kaio is going for Thor instead of Blast. Is he taking Blast too easily, or what is that?
I don't know, man. Maybe he was just scouting around and well, he's not doing much here, really. Well, so far anyway. Well, He did force those 3 to garrison. That's minus 30 food income. And yeah, those Aztec units are pretty damn nice as well. They actually have nice light infantry. While slingers overall slingers are kind of trash.
Mm-hmm.
But Aztecs, it's
Oh yeah,
fun.
I like those Aztec and Bantu light
Oh yeah,
infantry.
for sure.
They're good for raids.
At least they throw like spears instead of rocks. That
Oh
seems a
yeah.
bit more efficient. We have another donkey here, bro. We have another donkey standing by the
Wait,
market
where is that?
for
Is oh
Kyoto.
the blast? Yeah.
He's just chilling
Oh
there, man.
yeah.
He hasn't
I
even
think
left the market yet.
I think it's just having some sake,
Oh
uh,
yeah,
getting some nice alcohol before leaving for work.
yeah,
Who knows where he will be sent?
yeah, man. He
Maybe
doesn't know.
right into the yeah, the ruler of Japan is not very
Nah,
merchant
don't f
friendly.
with him. If
He
you
might be sending him directly into enemy territory.
yeah, even if you're not if even if you're not a Dutch merchant, he don't care. You say
Hmm.
if you say but I don't have any weapons, he don't care. Thor, going mill 2 and building that stable simultaneously, I like it because being Chinese is it's easy to fall in the trap of, oh, I have big cities, I'm safe. Now you have to still raid, you still have to be proactive as any other nation, doesn't really matter. Oh, this light infantry by Kaio is completely been paid off now, killing Sugar there in the corner. So yeah,
Oh, yep,
this
it
is payday.
has. That's right, that is right. I feel it was a good investment.
Oh yeah.
And he may still be able to run away with that.
I fear. Okay, nah, he's microing it well. Because the that guy, he focused on the villager, but yeah, he should focus on the merchant. Okay, let's check the rares. You know what? Blast is actually not using any right now. Why though? What's happening? Where? Okay, he's getting a donkey on first. He's getting a donkey on wool. I like saying donkey, dude. It's funny. Um, donkey
Well, if
on.
you say it, if you say it, well, like as many times as possible, it will be even more funny.
Yeah, so let's keep it going. Um,
And
okay,
I like the Thor and also are having a good game here, both trying to raid.
this is good, yeah. Actually, Thor, with as you were saying, he was going for the raids. It's actually, I think it's gonna pay off. Well, at least he should get this. And
Oh yeah, I think it's going to pay off.
I think that now he knows that there's a city being built here because he couldn't get his city closer. So maybe
Mm-hmm.
I would send my 2 units there to kill that villager. That's really all you need. That would
Oh yeah,
delay.
and again brings me to that point. Never build a city with just one villager.
Oh yeah, 2 at least, man. 2 at least, and better 3. Um, Sometimes more is better. Lator, Amber, First, and Sugar. It's decent, but nothing too special. Nice micro by Thor. He's actually escaping with this horsey here, and he killed uh, 1 horse by also in the process. But you know what? Being Nubians also is doing fine because of that bison, this
Oh yeah, he's got
silver.
a better eco than Chinese, and I'll be honest, two player if you pick any two players with equal skills and give them Chinese and Nubians, I will never expect the Chinese player to win. It's going to be extremely difficult just because of all those nice benefits that Nubians get compared to Chinese.
Oh yeah, I agree, man. By the way, I wonder if maybe the same mistakes will be made. Perhaps, because Kaio, it seems like he has returned to the old himself. He doesn't have an university yet. He's gonna get one right now, but still I feel like that's
Oh
a
yeah,
bit late.
that is late compared to compared to a Blast, who already has 37 knowledge income, is going to be aging sooner than Kaio here.
Yeah, for sure. And also something very interesting is again the position of all the players on this map. Look at this. For lat team, I guess team 4, blue and purple here. Look at how forward also is. Thor is very forward as well, but being China, he has a more border push. But then you have like these two little turds on the side, like Blast and Kaio. They're just hanging in there. They're just like two little parasites sucking off of their big
Oh
brothers.
yeah.
And yeah, I wonder how these guys are gonna start engaging. Like, yeah, like they are two little shits that are just hanging there. I
That's
mean,
right.
yeah.
And Kaio should secure that silk. I hope he does that.
Oh yeah.
It's very
Oh,
secureable.
now I like this city by Blast actually. He actually negates my third comment. Because Bloss
Oh
is
yeah,
not
so no more
Bloss is
turds.
Bloss is no longer a third, but Kaio still is a little third there, hanging there, just feeding off of also.
And I actually like what Thor is doing. You see, he is constantly raiding
Oh yeah, dude.
Thor is actually getting back in the game.
Ooh, and actually, this is the first and only barracks that is getting denied all these caravans. Oh my god. If he gets them all, then
Ooh.
I don't care if you lose all your units, it's worth it. But just come on, focus on this guy. Kill that one.
Yeah, there is another one following that, so could get both of those.
Yeah.
Bad micro.
And now, is this caravan getting garrisoned? Has It seems not, man. He's still gonna lose it. Yeah, sometimes the micro by these guys can be more efficient, you know what I'm saying, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean, still, what they're doing is pretty fine, man. Thor, I'm talking about Thor.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let's see. Thor has actually nice gold income. I wonder where that is coming from. He only has amber, so it's not a rares. I guess it's his border push and no, he doesn't
The
have
caravan.
taxation.
I think
Yeah.
it's just caravan. It's just caravan. You know, caravans take some time, but they eventually get you a good wealth income.
But is that
So
like
this game, Lat 3 is looking strong.
yeah. Yep. Yep, yep.
And especially the double raids on Oso, you see, Blast and Kaio have been very careful about Oso this game. They know that he has been the player with great boom potential, and with Nubians, it's going to be difficult to deal with him. I like this game plan.
Hey dude, man, I love that Bloss is actually here with a horse archer of his own. That's big, man. And this cataphract in the back here, this woodcutter's camp is so exposed. This is crazy. This is bad for also really bad. All those villagers are getting down slowly. But
Oh yeah,
Kaio with some raids
Kaio
as
is
well.
also raiding, but Kaio he's making that rookie mistake.
Yeah.
Never ever go senator with Despot. With Aztecs. If you're going senator with Aztecs, you're losing on the raid potential.
And also I don't agree with his composition of his units because those units are not the best for raiding, man. The only unit
Oh
that's
yeah.
useful for raiding here is that cataphract, the horse and the light horse. The damage is really too slow, and you know the point of a raid is that it's sudden and you suddenly deal a lot of damage. That's the strong point of raiding. While you know
Mm-hmm.
if you slowly deal damage, then it's not a surprise anymore. Your opponent can react, and he actually blast bribed the heavy knight man from Kaio's
Yeah,
squad
he
there.
did. He did. Blast is doing just fine. He should not have any trouble. Thor and the great thing he got attrition. Knowing your opponent has senator, attrition is one way to make sure you don't get raided a lot. Your opponent will still raid you, but he will be weakened by the attrition. By the time he reaches your cities, he will already have lost 10 or 20% of his HP.
A wonderful cheeky whatchamacallit ambush, I guess. No, that wasn't even an ambush. He didn't even ambush. He just went there, so he can use force march to bail his units out. It's sad that
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't use that. He would have he would have saved all of his units if he just forced marched away. But still, that was a pretty nice move. I feel like he killed a lot of villagers.
Oh yeah.
Let's check the libraries. Let's try to look into the long game for a sec. Who's gonna make it, the furthest? Who has the best setup? Thor, he's doing fine. Plus 120 gold, plus 45 knowledge. He's capped at one university. He should get more. But his gold is nice, while Oso's gold is struggling real bad. So I guess in the long term, Thor should be able to outage Oso possibly. But also still
Mm-hmm.
has, being Nubians, he has a lot of nice rares, and once he secures them, he can really start to get his ground again. Using silver,
Mm-hmm.
dye, he can recover and perhaps, yeah, even outboom Thor. You never know. What would you say
Well, yeah. So
about the situation
mhm.
of Blast against Kaio?
I feel Oso will be able to defend against Thor, but knowing Blast, I feel he's kind of the mastermind in this team. I feel he is going to double Oso. That's just a hunch for now, but that seems like the case.
And that would be a nice move. Just let Thor um, attack that city with his traps, getting it to 0 HP, and when
Oh wait,
it's
oh man, look, no, 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 look at Oso. Oso has got two barracks, only one barrack is working. One other barrack is just idle.
oof, that's nasty. That's
No
actually
mistake, no.
I can't imagine making that mistake myself anymore. And he's upgrading his units in one barracks, so
Yeah, he's
he's that.
upgrading that Javelinier, which he only has a
Yeah,
single slinger. In fact, even if he has to upgrade that, I would say queue it after the archer.
his first upgrade should have been, I don't know, maybe even the archers. Sometimes it's tough, but I guess yeah, he does have more pikemen there. So
So I will take back what I said. I think also might lose this because he is making such stupid mistakes. Nothing going on in the stable. He has got so much wood that he could be making more stables, but that was bad. That so again, I'm just reiterating what I said about also. He's a great boomer, but his army management still requires work.
it's too late, bro. He lost it. That castle here is gonna be quite useless as well. Even
Hmm.
if he completes it, it won't really help him retain that city. Uh,
Oh, I don't think he's gonna
so
complete
yeah,
that. Uh, uh, Thor has to be extremely considerate to let him complete that castle.
yeah, a real gentleman. What I like about Kaio is this time he doesn't. I mean, I saw some fighting going on here, and now he's even rotating. So he has been keeping Blast busy at the very least, um, which is important because yeah,
Hmm.
doubles and all that. I think
But
players should start to
but this is
anticipate
this is
that.
this is actually time for Kaio to help his ally because Kaio's first city is already castled. It's not going anywhere.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He should not. It's obvious that if he doesn't help, Oso is going to lose the game.
Yeah, I was confused for a
But
second. Indeed, Kaio should actually obviously help also because he's losing. Um, Man, look at this blast with the four trebuchets. I love it. So
oh yeah, for
suddenly a very big danger here for Kaio. He has to choose now, Oso or himself. This is
I
not a
still
good
feel
situation.
he should be going there because that castle is going to hold.
Man, problem is, I mean, I would agree with you if Kaio would actually have something, but he doesn't have
But yeah, he
anything.
doesn't
So,
have army.
what help are we talking about? You can't really help without having anything.
And brings me back to that point where so he's going senator, but he still doesn't have the eco for nowhere near 200.
Yeah,
He's more like a 150 cap than a 200 cap eco.
and Blast Eco
It.
is better. Blast is actually ready for the gunpowder. I guess Tories
Mhm.
as well. Yeah, both players from Lat 3 are ready for gunpowder. From Lat 4, also is ready kind of, but he just had a very bad engagement. He lost a lot of army, so oof, this is.
And also Oso's loss is because of himself. He made a terrible decision there, not using his barracks well, not using his stable when he should have. So I initially thought that he would lose because of a double, but he just lost because of not making the right decision at the
Yeah,
right time.
yep. Let's talk about a little detail for Kaio. I mean, he is doing fine, but something about building placement. Look at this barracks and stables in front. This is fine, but then look at this barracks and this. I mean, these barracks and these stables. He isn't even using them, but even if he did, they would still be quite ineffective.
Hmm.
So small things like that, um, and the thing is, barracks and stables, they become very expensive very quickly. So for him to actually get more here, he would almost have to spend like 400 wood to get another set of barracks and stables, which actually is quite taxing on your economy. So it's better to place them correctly from the first go. Also, it seems like he's losing this engagement. Nice cavalry by Blast. These light
Yeah,
cavalries are
definitely.
just perfect for
Really
this.
nice, nice cavalry by Blast.
He could have aged a while ago, man. I assume he kind of forgot. He is spamming a lot
Or
of those lights.
maybe he's waiting for Kaio to age first.
Well, is Kaio? Well, yeah, Kaio is close, but he can basically take this city right now. Just just go for it. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, Lat team 3, I mean Lat team 4 is on the back foot.
Wait. What is Thor doing here? Why would he run into that? Why would he go there?
Right here.
Yep. He.
Oh,
I mean, he is fighting under attrition.
and this is some
I hope he.
funky
I hope.
stuff.
I hope he comes back.
This is some funky stuff, man. Also, suddenly with that, this is a beautiful cavalry, but not upgraded. So then there again, it's funky. It's good from one
Mhm.
side, and then it's bad from the other. Yeah, it's kind of funny. But and I'll tell you guys, these heavy horses, the upgrade actually matters for them a lot, man. Their HP increases by like half almost. So definitely don't forget to upgrade those units, please.
Oh yeah. I feel any unit you are going to use in that age, if you're making more than one of that unit, you should upgrade that.
Yeah. Sub Boo, sub Jerry.
Hey, Cage.
Oh, that's
Oh
Cage.
yeah, guys. Let's do two versus two after this cast.
Oh yeah.
The team protein or jet lace is ready.
Yeah, man. It's quite funny. We killed the AS team, and it's kind of
Yeah,
funny
we
because
we kill.
we are the casters. We are not professionals like you guys, but
Yeah, we are not professionals. We just get paid meager amount to cast these
yeah,
games,
we're
and
just mere peasants casting this game,
yeah,
and we won. So yeah, that's funny.
yeah. So that's fuels our egos a little bit.
Oh yeah,
Feel good
oh
about us.
yeah, grow ego.
Ooh, what is happening here? So Kaya Pompilio, I still haven't lost hope from him, even though his ego sucks and he's probably dead.
He does have a nice army
But
here. If he had siege on top of that, but
I feel if Kaio spams those archbishops, well, he still can turn the game around. But that's the only hope I have from him. If not from Arbiters, then there's no way he can win this
Well,
round.
in like situation as these, I actually look at the gold and knowledge income more than to anything else, because gold and knowledge is hardest to get, and if you don't have those resources, it's hard to actually get them while also
Mhm.
defending yourself, while also maintaining enough pressure on your opponent and all that. So
Oh yeah,
I
for
see
sure.
for Lat Team 3, in terms of gold and knowledge, they are far surpassing Lat Team 4. So I'm thinking like long term game, Lat 3 has this. So
Even in short-term game, it looks like Lat 3 has it.
yeah, also, but like also he actually has a decent army. Um, his time is
Oh yeah,
now.
actually, yeah. Also is the last hope for this team, I guess. Kaio is spamming barracks, just what I expected from him. That's nice, and he might be able to take out Blast because Blast has a lot of weak units.
Yeah, Blast is not really adding any units. Well, he is just now, but maybe a bit too late. Good for him that city is actually already at 1000 HP, so he has the option to just garrison his units if he wishes. So
And the only problem again, attrition. Everybody is senator, so anybody who did not research monarchy yet is not going to fight well under attrition. Both lat 3 team members have done monarchy, which is how you should be doing, and I completely agree with their decisions. I don't know why the lat 4 guys are not doing that. In fact, if you're watching this, please guys remember, you should get a government or at least a supply wagon for H4. You cannot be taking these exchanges with attrition on.
and yeah, also if your senator remembered that um, it's not only a means of countering attrition. I'm talking about the supply wagon. It actually increases the effectiveness of your trebuchets or cannons or whatever. They shoot faster when they're in the range of a supply wagon. So you will be able to kill a city much faster if you have a supply wagon than without. So that's also something to keep in mind.
Actually, yeah, you're right. And I mean, it's very obvious. Most of the players do that. It's not. It's You would expect everybody to have a monarch or a supply wagon, but as we saw, also was in Thor's territory without the supply. Right? But just a while ago, Kaio was there too.
Yeah, look at that actually. Also does look good. But Thor, he hasn't been making any army at all so far. Is that a mistake? I don't know, because what he has done, he has increased his economy up to plus 250, gold and knowledge income plus 200. He's ready for the enlightenment, so he has been using his position to actually boost himself up. While for also this is an all-in. And actually, the city of Soba, that's that was also city anyway. So it's a nice buffer city. I would be
Hmm.
fine losing that one. I would just fall back, preserve my units, come back in the Enlightenment age, no problem.
Oh yeah, dude. Again, same mistakes. Did you see? Also, just lost a unit
Where?
to bribe.
Really? No, but that's sad indeed, man. Oh
Yep,
yeah.
he just lost a unit to bribe, and he's just made a scout because that was the reason why he could not kill early in the first game. If you remember against
Oh
French
yeah.
Blast,
That actually
he
fucked
could have
him up.
killed early. Yep, and that was why their team lost the game, and he making the same mistake again.
He does have a nice
All these
army,
things
man.
just
He has a shot. He has a shot at getting
I think he can beat Thor here, but
army. I
um
mean armor, dude. Look at the armor. That's a game
plus
changer.
4.
Plus six
Oh
from
yeah,
Torma.
next armor for, and also again doing that. that also thing, extra commerce instead of military. If he loses this exchange, then is one of the reasons going to be that that armor that he traded with the extra commerce limit, which he's not even using.
Yeah, I think Thor he can easily finish this. I don't know why he fell back.
Oh
Um,
yeah, he could have finished this. He had more cavalry left.
but he will return. Luckily, I see some GGs coming in the chat, so I guess this is close to the end.
Oh yeah, that is close to the end.
By the way, funny thought. One reason why the Monarch is so strong and that extra attack and armor on heavy horses, I feel
Mm-hmm.
like, is that if you have that armor advantage and attack advantage, your heavy horses are actually counters to your enemy heavy horses because your heavy horses
Oh
have
yeah.
+2 attack more and +2 armor more. And so what you see, if let's say your enemy has 8 heavy horses and you have 8 heavy
Mm-hmm.
horses, your enemy's heavy horses will die before yours do, and yours will survive. And after fighting with the cavalry, they will shift their focus to the gunpowder infantry, which they will just rip apart. So this is an interesting dynamic. I feel like that's why Monarch is
Mm-hmm.
so strong, because your heavy, Enlightenment Age and Gunpowder Age, I think heavy horses are really that striking power, and that's why if you have still striking power left and your enemy does not, you can easily finish his army.
That's right, and that's being one of the reasons why almost nobody goes for democracy, because the monarchy just provides you too much benefits.
Yeah,
The only place when you would go for democracy is when you're not expecting a fight with your opponent.
yep, I agree, man. So yeah, very well played by both Thor and Blast. I mean, it seems like from what I've seen in this matchup, Blast and Thor are
Hmm.
actually, it's not like you have like the star player and then the guy in the shadow, like with Norcat
Hmm.
and I mean Nor and Old Cat.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
we've actually seen that Old Cat has become better suddenly, but in the yeah, my point is both Blast and Thor are putting their work in.
That is, yeah, and they're both winning their sides.
Yeah,
In the first, I think that was the case in the first game and the last game. They both won their sides. Um, so I feel it's a symmetric team, and you would never want to be in an asymmetric team just because
no, it's
you don't have to be running around to help your ally all the time.
and also I feel like being the strong player, you would feel like shit, and being the weak player, you would feel like shit also, because you feel like you're bringing your team down. So,
Oh yeah.
um, but I mean, being the first rendition of the King of Sahara tournament, I think, um, in the group stages, it's normal to see some teams that are a bit disbalanced. But this is actually all gonna change in the Super 16, where only the strongest team remain, and
Oh yeah. In
no
Super
joking
16,
around anymore.
we would not be expecting stupid mistakes like not getting supply wagon or
No,
that kind
no.
of mistakes. It'll be too late for that.
Like the lowest level in the Super 16 is like intermediate high, like very high intermediate players,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have pros, and then you have like the very top players.
Oh yeah, exactly, man. It's still fun to watch games with mid or high inters.
Yeah,
It's just that the excitement level is going to be extreme in that case, and we're going to find out about like very unique strategies there too.
and also, dude, like, let's be honest, we've seen some inter games that are more exciting than pro games. You know, it's not a skill is not per se a thing of how enjoyable the game is gonna be, because
Mm-hmm.
like last game, I think AZ2 versus Into, if I remember correctly, that went until the modern age or even the information age. That was a
Oh,
very exciting game.
you mean PLA2? AZ3 versus AZ4
Yeah,
versus
yeah,
PLA2?
yeah, my memories. But anyway, that was an
Oh,
exciting game.
oh, that went till the paper planes.
Oh yeah, man, until the
Global
Dorito
prosperity.
planes. So yeah, that was an awesome
Oh
game.
yeah.
And yeah, it's not like those teams are the very best, but still, it was nice to see. So yeah. Dude, also isn't doing shit, man. He's okay. He's building a barracks, but he's just standing there in formation,
Yeah, I think he wants to die like a soldier,
like a
like an
hero.
honored, yeah, like a
Oh
hero.
no, he's hiding in the castle. He's leaving his capital. Imagine.
Oh, and there's a minute man ready to face off against Chinese and Japanese together.
Oh yeah, the last stand. He actually has two forts. So,
Oh yeah, nice two forts,
but um,
but they're not touching the city. They
Blas has a lot of cannons as well. So, and this is his last city. So if even for 1 second he loses it, which might be the case, it's gonna be GG.
Mhm.
So, some spies
Oh
coming
yeah,
in.
there's not going to be any timer in this one.
It's gonna be sudden, like dun 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 dun. You've lost. Yep, there we go. So yeah, guys, this
There we
means
go.
that Lat 3 won this. They proceed to the Super 16, and I'm actually happy that they do
Mhm.
because they've played great, and I surely know that they have a chance in the qualifier because there are some great crazy teams in the Super 16. So you don't want to really let those bad teams into the Super 16 because they would just get shredded. But Lat Team 3, they've proven themselves that they do belong there. So yeah, that's cool.
Oh yeah, for sure. And this is the second lat team that goes into Super 16. I'm glad because there were five lats registered, and so far only one lat team has been eliminated. Two lats have successfully transitioned to Super 16, and two lats are one game away from making it or breaking it.
Oh yeah, Lat is doing pretty fine. They still have Lat Team 1 that already qualified. They have Lat Team 2 in Group 6, which I think they will fight against AC3 for the second entry
Mm-hmm.
into the Super 16. Let's see what else do we got. Um, and yeah, obviously this team, Lat Team 3, that just qualified. So the Lat community is doing pretty great. I'm happy for them. This is super. Um,
That is nice. So, tomorrow I'm guessing we're casting the AZ2 versus In2. Both the teams have lost one game, and the loser is out of the tournament.
oh yeah, AZ2 versus In2. That's in let's see, which group is that?
That is going to be Group 4.
Oh yeah, I see. So there you guys can see it on the screen. Group 4, indeed, AZ2 versus In2. So that's again, they will be fighting for the second entry into the Super 16, and that match is actually an all or nothing because the losing team is out of the tourney and the winning team is still in.
Eh, that's right.
So yeah, I think that will be it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for the comments, chat, the interaction. It's great. Check out Jatin's channel. He's the organizer of the King of Sahara tournament, so many thanks to him. Also, yeah, check out his Facebook page, Rise of Patience. There are a lot of fun memes on there, RTS related, Rise of Nations related. Um, yeah, let's make Rise of Nations great again. Thank you for watching,
Let's do it.
and yeah, see you guys tomorrow, huh?
See you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, bye bye.